Yo guys and girls, and welcome back to Dr. Dave. So we're going to be teaching you how to build a basic drift car today. So we're going to be starting off with a 1997 Mazda RX-7. So here she is in all her glory. This video goes out to the beginners that don't really know how to set up a drift car or don't know how to drift. So we're going to show you the basics of setting up a drift car / building a drift car. So we're going to start off with a nice set of wheels. We are going to go with a sport compound. We're going to go for the drift suspension. We're going to go... actually, we're going to leave stock on the front, and we'll go 2 sizes wider on the rear, and we're going to pick a nice set of wheels to go on this. Yeah, they suit it. Yeah, the white ones. Right, okay, so we're not going to go up in size on the front tyre, but we are going to go up 1 size on the rear tyre. I'm going to save all of that. As I say, this might not work for everybody, but for the beginners out there, I have built a lot of drift cars for the guys that play Forza with me. All of these bumpers, you don't need any of these. Just, you know, if you want to go for one of these bumpers, by all means go for it, but these have got aero kits on them. You know, it's got a diffuser on the front. You know, with drifting, you don't need any of that. So what we're going to do is we're not going to put any of those on. We're going to get the anti-roll bar for the front, and we're going to go with the Rocket Bunny wide arch body kit. As you can see, there is no extra crap stuck on the front bumper, so it is a nice smooth bumper. The bonnet doesn't really matter, you can pick any style bonnet. I do add a full roll cage to every drift car that I build for rigidity. We're going to go through and set that up. And then we're going to swing around to the back of the vehicle, and everyone's like, oh, put a big wing on it, put a big wing on. You don't need a big wing, especially when you're not going to be putting a ridiculous amount of power into this vehicle. We're not even going to do an engine swap. This is, like I said, this is a basic tutorial to teach beginner drifters how to build a car that will drift. Right, so that is basically it for what we want to do. So we've picked a livery, we've picked the wheels, the tyres. So she's pretty much set up. We picked the wing and the body kit, obviously. And now what we're going to do is going to go to the garage. We're going to go to custom upgrades. And in the engine section, we're going to buy everything from the best of the best in the engine section that you can buy to upgrade this vehicle. I'm going to put twin turbos on it as well. And then we're going to do the brakes, the biggest brakes that we can buy. We've obviously got drift suspension on already, and we've already got the sway bar, the anti-roll bars and the roll cage installed. And we're going to go with the fully lightened body shell. If you want to add a little bit of weight to the vehicle, you can just go to lightening stage 2. Especially if you've got a car that's really light and the back end is very twitchy. Just come back in here and add a little bit of the weight back in. And then we're going to go through, this is the clutch. We're obviously going to want the racing clutch. We're going to want the racing transmission, racing drive shaft, and the racing differential. We've already done the wheels, we've already done the tyres. Don't need to play about with any of this in here. This is taking the body kit off, this is taking it down to a single turbo, this is putting it into 4-wheel drive, and this is doing an engine swap. We're not doing any of that. This is, like I said, a basic drift car. So we've gone now from 261 horsepower to 589 horsepower, and we've gone from an A712 to an S1840. So it's not a massive jump in horsepower. I mean, you're looking at nearly 300. So we've almost doubled the horsepower. So that is great. So now we're going to go and look at the tuning section. So in the rear tyre, we're going to turn this up to 32 psi in the rear tyre. And we're also going to bring the final gear. As you can see in the graph at the bottom, the end of the final gear is actually hanging off the page. We don't want that. We want it to be on the page so we can see the tip of it like this. So just a little adjustment there. Suspension, front camber maxed out. Rear camber is 1.5. The toe we leave alone. The caster angle we turn all the way up, so when we're coming out of a drift, the front wheels can straighten quicker. Anti-roll bars we leave alone. The springs, I like to add a little bit more stiffness to the front spring, so we're going to put this up to 101. The ride height is slammed all the way down to the ground. Dampers we leave alone. Aero we leave alone, brakes we leave alone, and a differential we turn this all the way up to 100. So this essentially turns this into a locked diff. So you're set. That is it. That is all you need to do. It's now time to take your freshly built drift car outside, and it is currently snowing outside. So here we go. This is the drift car that I've just built, the Mazda RX-7. 1997. We'll go through the drift zone. Is one of my favourite sections on the standard map on Horizon for drifting. I remember bringing my Skyline i32 along here, going like the absolute clappers. Little love tap on the wall there. Even your good drifters can mess it up at times, guys. So there you go. There she is, the RX-7. That was a fairly budget-friendly build that we just did there, and all you beginners out there that want to build a drift car, that is the easiest way. Let's say, I mean, I like drift cars that have got oodles and oodles of power, but you know, we've got to help you youngsters and you non-drifters out there get into the drift world, because drifting around Forza Horizon is absolutely epic. I absolutely love it. You know, like, I have a bunch of guys that I play on the PC with, and we go drifting on the Fortune Island Needle Drift Zone, and we absolutely love it. So there she is. There's my RX-7 beginner's drift car. So thank you very much for joining me, everybody. And as always, I've been Dr. Dave. You guys have been amazing, and we will catch you next time.